Go.
Hi guys, just wanted to go over some very important steps as far as keeping your filter clean in your spa. This is critical, especially with the Caldera Paradise and Utopia Series Spas. We need to clean the filter because it determines the amount of flow we get with our 24-hour circulator pump. First, I'd like to talk just a little bit about what a filter does. It's pulling debris out of your spa 24 hours a day with a small amount of flow, about 5 gallons a minute. The flow itself is constantly being evaluated by the spa, and if flow diminishes too much, the spa will actually do one of three things. One, it can stop heating. Two, it can trip the circuit breaker. And three, it can actually cause the spa to go into what we call a protection mode. The protection mode, circuit breaker trip, or no heating are all usually a result of not having a clean enough filter. The filter itself is what we call a 30 micron polyfin coated paper cartridge filter. So it's basically a cotton paper blend. The water is pulling through it constantly. When we put it down into the filter containment, the water comes in through the filter and then out through the bottom. That catches the debris on the outer surface of the filter. Now, many times I'll have a customer call and say there's a problem with flow, they're in protection mode, the spa's not heating, and I'll ask them, when's the last time you cleaned your filter? They normally will say, gosh, I don't know, I can't remember when I cleaned my filter, or I cleaned it a couple of months ago, or it looks visually clean. Looking visually clean does not give us a true judge of how clean the filter is. We can have a filter that looks extremely clean, looks like there's no debris in it, there's no physical stuff in the filter, but it's the embedded materials, the body oils which are invisible, it's the calcium buildup which is invisible, and other microscopic debris, just skin cells and lotions, those kind of things that we wear on us. If you're using the spa more, or if you're using the spa with any kind of suntan lotions or sunscreens or moisturizing creams, you probably want to clean your filter about every 3 weeks. Under normal circumstances, we recommend that you clean your filter at about 4 weeks. Again, if you're using materials such as lotions and creams and sunscreens, you should clean it every 3 weeks. The easiest way to clean a filter is to take it out of the spa, put it on a solid surface, take a hose with a spray nozzle on it. This is the other thing that we see a lot is people will say, gosh, yeah, I hosed my filter off just last week and it's still doing having the same problem. Well, hosing it off casually or by taking your hose and just with your thumb over the end of it is not enough pressure. You really need to take a nozzle like this, direct the flow so that it's a very small pinpoint amount of pressure, and then hose the filter up and down, turning the filter slightly with every up and down movement of the nozzle. So you can kind of visually see the filter will get cleaner as we go past an area, into a dirty area, and continue around the filter like this, so that we've covered the entire circumference of the filter. You want to do that once. I like to then flip it over and do the same thing the other direction, hosing it off as we go. Now we've physically washed off the big debris. The second step would be to come back and use a filter cleaner, which we would have given you in your startup kit. This is a leisure time product called Instant Cartridge Filter Cleaner. Spray it on, usually takes about 6 sprays. This has a on-off nozzle on it, so you turn it on, and then stand back about 12 inches from the filter, spray, turn the filter, spray, turn the filter, spray, turn the filter, spray, and so on until you've covered the entire square footage of the filter. It'll probably take about 8 to 10 sprays, and each time you're spraying, you're going from top to bottom on the filter, covering it. Allow the filter to sit for about 15 minutes. That allows the material to really get into the fibers and to soften the oils and help to release the dirt that's embedded into the filter fibers. If you wash it off right away or too quickly, it won't have a chance to penetrate. And if you don't use the filter cleaner, it won't clean nearly as well as if you do use it. So it's really important to follow these steps by the letter. After about 15 minutes, you're going to come back again and repeat the spray process. Spraying up and down, You'll get a lot of debris coming out that was not coming out before, so this really shows the importance of this step of using the filter cleaner. Continue to spray, spray, spray until you've gone all the way around the filter. Again, invert the filter, spray again, up and down, top to bottom, spraying very carefully. You want to be very careful. This only takes about 5 to 7 minutes to do, but you don't want to rush through it. You want to really be diligent about hitting all the areas of the filter, spraying it off top to bottom, concentrating on any areas that seem to be stubborn. If there's debris that's accumulating in the bottoms of the top of the filter, pay special attention to those. Again, imagine this being a high pressure spray of water. Once you're done with that, wash off the top and bottom. And then the last step before you return your filter to the spa can be one of two things. We can remove the nozzle from the hose end and just bathe it with a low pressure stream. Make sure that you get all the soap off of it. We're going to make sure we get all the filter cleaner off of it, or else when we put it back into the spa, we're going to have a problem with suds. So that's one method. The method I like the best is to take just an empty 5-gallon bucket, fill it up with water so that it would be deep enough to cover the filter, and then just put the filter down in the water. Kind of raise it and lower it until all the sudsiness is gone. And you lift it up and you get just clean, fresh, clear water. We know we've washed all the filter cleaner off. If there's a tremendous amount of sudsiness in doing this, you may want to set the filter aside, get rid of this water, put another bucket full of fresh water here, and rinse it off again. So the better job you do of washing off the filter cleaner the first time around with the hose, the less amount of suds you'll get into the bucket here. This is an important last step, again, to make sure that we get all of the cleaner off of the filter. Then you want to reinsert the filter into the tub, and then reinstall your skimmer basket. Skimmer basket is usually 2 or 3 pieces. This is what we call a floating weir skimmer basket. Make sure they're all assembled so when they collapse they're flat. And then install them back into the tub, rotating this until it falls down into place, and then turn it just 1/8 of a turn past that. That's securely in place now. So cleaning your filter once a month is important. Cleaning it thoroughly with a high pressure nozzle is very important. Remember that just visual inspection will not reveal that you have a filter that's impaired or is not clean enough or will cause problems going forward with heating and protection mode. And then rinsing it thoroughly is very important. If you have any questions, please give us a call. We're always available to you here at the Hot Tub Warehouse, 408-320-1530. Thanks a lot and enjoy your hot tub.